Say hi, Silas. Today is pajama day for all of South Range. So Silas and I are sitting here in our pajamas. We're comfy and cozy. We've also decided to make it pajama and pet day. We are talking about our pets. We read a story earlier, Berenstain Bears and the Really Big Pet Show. So if you haven't seen that video, go check that out. And then I also shared a video of our pets that we have. We have some parakeets just like in the story. So there's a video about our pet parakeets, Sunshine and Sapphire, and then our hamster, Mrs. what? Mrs. Fuzz Button. She's cute and furry. Well, I thought that we would do an art project. You may not have pet birds, but in the spring, you can start to hear lots of birds chirping outside. In fact, they've been waking me up in the morning. So Silas and I are going to do an art project with birds in a tree, okay? You're gonna need some paper. You will need some markers and crayons, or you could even use water paints if you wanted, okay? We're gonna use markers and crayons today, and Silas and I are gonna be sharing, but first of all, can you put your paper like a hot dog? That's a long ways, because we're gonna make a really tall tree. Now, Silas, what color are trees?
Brown.
They're brown, so you're gonna need to get your brown marker first, and I want you to make a straight, tall line going down the middle of your paper, and then another line right next to it. That's gonna be the trunk of our tree. And then we're gonna be adding some branches. So I'm just gonna make some skinny lines going out on the side. You can make some branches long, you can make some short, but you just wanna make some branches going down the trunk of your tree. And I'm gonna pass this marker onto Silas, and I'm gonna get out my brown crayon now, and I'm gonna color in my tree trunk. So why don't you do that now while I'm coloring in mine? You color in your tree. And then we're gonna color in the branches. I just made my branches go out to the side, to the left and the right. If you want to make yours slanted going up a little bit, that's fine too. Remember, this is your art project, so you put your own little spin to it and make it special. But here is my tree with my tree branches. And now we're gonna add some birds sitting on the branches. So I'm gonna make my birds all different colors. I'm gonna make a blue bird. So I'm just gonna pick any branch. You pick any branch on your tree. And what I want you to do with your marker, whatever color you wanna use, I'm using blue. I want you to make a big circle, okay? And then in the middle of that circle, you're gonna make some smiley faces that are connected. Okay, that's gonna be our bird's wings. And then we're gonna give our bird just a little bit of funky hair up there. Isn't that funny? And then some tail feathers. So I'm gonna make a curvy line going out the back and maybe another curvy one going this way. But that's gonna be the body of our bird. Now I'm gonna take my blue crayon and I'm gonna color in his body, that circle, and you can see his wing, and you can see his tail feathers. And now I'm gonna take my black marker and I'm gonna put a dot for his eye, and then I'm gonna take my orange marker. Can I use this orange marker just for a second, Sci Guy? And I'm gonna give him some legs and a beak. Now you can make your beak, you can just make a triangle and then color it in with your orange crayon. I'll show you another way to make a beak for my next bird. So there's my blue bird. I'm gonna put this in close. Hope that you can see. There's my blue bird. And now I'm going to add some other birds to the other branches. So I think I'm gonna make a purple bird. That would be cool. In fact, I think I'm gonna make a purple bird sitting next to a pink bird. I'm gonna get out my pink marker. In case you haven't noticed, what I'm doing is I'm using my markers to do the outside of the bird's body, and then I'm coloring it in with crayon. It's just a way to make your art project look nice. So I gotta give my bird some feathers, some wings here, and I'm gonna give little curly curly queue up on the top and make some curly lines for the tail. I'm going to use my purple for just a minute and go back because I forgot to give this bird some wings and some tail feathers. There we go. Now I'm going to take my purple crayon and color in the body. You might want to use water paints. You could draw with markers and then color in with water paints, or maybe you just want to draw with pencil and color it in with crayons or markers. And then I got to add an eye with my black marker, and then I'm going to take that orange marker again and make a beak for my bird. Now, I told you there were different ways you could make a beak. I made just a triangle at the end of my bluebird's beak, but I'm going to make this one a little different. I'm going to make a frown and then go back. That's going to be the top of my beak. And then I'm going to make a smiley and go back. That's going to be the bottom of my beak. So that's another way you can make a beak. Okay? And this bird, I'm going to make this bird look like he's bending down, my pink bird. Let's go back and find a pink crayon here that I can color in my pink bird. Now Silas is working on his birds right next to me, and he's doing a great job. I bet yours is going to look awesome too. Don't forget to give your bird an eye. It's like you're seeing the bird from the side, so you just see one eye. You just have to give him one little dot, and then don't forget to always give your bird a beak, okay? And I'm just taking my orange crayon now and coloring his little beak in. Oh, I need to add some legs. The bird has to have some legs to be sitting on those tree branches. So here are my two birds. I have a pink bird and a purple bird that looks like they're talking to each other on the tree branch. Okay, let's see. I made a blue bird and a pink bird and a purple bird. I think I'll make a yellow one now on this branch. So I'm going to make a yellow circle, and then remember your smiley, your little smiley faces that are connected. That's the wing. And then you can add some little curly lines to the back for the tail. And if you want to put some up on the top, I like to do that for the top. I'm going to draw a beak. I'm going to make it a frown face and back, and now a smiley face and back. I'm going to make my beak that special way again and give it some legs while I have my orange marker. And then I'm going to go back and fill in the beak. I've got to fill in my bird's body with my yellow crayon this time. And then don't forget to give your bird an eye, okay? Now I'm just going to add one more bird on one of my branches, but you can add as many birds as you want. Silas, do you see the green marker anywhere around here, buddy? Oh, it's still in the marker case. Here it is. I'm going to put a green bird. You could make some of your birds really big. You can make them really small, like little baby birds. Maybe you might even want to draw a nest in your tree. Wouldn't that be cool, Silas?
What about a squirrel?
You could draw a squirrel in the tree. Yeah, we have lots of squirrels in our tree. Okay, so let me work on this green bird and get my green crayon out and color in my bird's body. And then I've got to give my bird, oh, sorry buddy. We are sharing our art supplies. I'm just going to make my beak this time with a triangle. That's an easy, simple way to make the beak. And color it in. I got to give my bird an eyeball there. And oh, I almost forgot. This bird, he's going to have little spikes at the top of his hair. I think he's going to have spiky hair for something kind of different. Awesome. How many of you have watched the movie Angry Birds? Aren't those birds cool? And they're all different shapes and colors, so you make your birds however you'd like. Well, I could add some more birds on here. Like I said, you could add a nest. Silas mentioned adding a squirrel. There's one more thing I wanted to add to my tree, though. In the springtime, the leaves are starting to grow on the trees again. So I'm going to add some really tiny leaves all over my tree. And I'm just going to add them here and there with my green marker. Just some little leaves that are starting to grow on the branches. So don't forget to add some leaves to your tree. And a simple way to make a leaf is just to make a frowny connected with a smiley. Okay, that's an easy way. Or if you think of a football, do you have a way?
That one looks like kind of like mad.
Oh, which bird?
Those two.
These two look like they're maybe they're fighting over a worm or something. Do you think they're fighting over a worm? Silas said these two birds look like they're kind of mad at each other. Well, I hope they're not fighting over that worm. But, okay, now I'm going to go back with my green crayon, and I'm going to fill in my leaves on my tree. And now I've got some colorful birds on my spring tree. There are so many other things you could add to your picture to make it special. Silas, can we show them yours so far? What you have, buddy? You wanna, let's see if we can get this in. Check this out. So Silas has his tree and his birds, and look what's running up the side of his tree. What did you make? A squirrel. Here, let's get you in the video a little bit. There you go. He's got a squirrel, and then tell them what's down here at the bottom.
A worm.
A worm. So I bet one of those birds is going to try to fly down and get the worm, huh? I think Silas is going to keep adding some more to his picture. You work on yours, and then don't forget to take a picture and send it to me today, okay? I'd love to see the picture of a picture of your birds in the tree. Okay, bye for now. We'll see you later. Can you say goodbye, Si?
Bye.
Okay, bye, friends.